And eventually I want to teach you what is your energy and what is others' energy and what is your true self and awakening and all that stuff. But this video is the basic about group energy. I just need you to understand that if you are born on this planet, then you are already in a group energy. You're already born into a group energy. And I want you to be conscious about this. Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm gonna explain you the basic about group energy. The fundamental thing and the reason I'm gonna do this is so you understand that you are always on an energy. You need to know what horse you're betting on. You need to know what's going on so you don't get lost in life. And they will only reflect back what they have. For example, especially if they are in the lower chakras. If they only radiate one color, then they will just radiate this one color very, very strong until there's nothing else that exists. Everything else is an illusion. As more evolved people get, when they get evolved up to the 5th dimension where they start to understand the oneness, they will have less tendency to try to dominate other people because they already know that we are one. In the 60s and in the 70s, when the LSD was discovered, the government put a lot of energy and effort into understand how to manipulate and brainwash people. And now it's many years later, and you can imagine how far it have come already to control a society, to control people. So this is just the introduction to group energy. When there is one person who go and stand in her or his own energy, that will be very attractive to many people. They will come and feed on this energy and try to take it because they don't have it. And as less evolved people are, as more they feel entitled to be the center of attention. So this is the introduction to the topic group energy. To understand it more fully, you should understand what I mean when I say love monster and where I explain what love really is. Then you get a bigger understanding of the topic. This is like the first video to understand the basic of the reality we live in. Thank you very much for watching. Of course I made this video because it's a problem that when someone builds something beautiful, other people want to come and be a part of it. And when they realize that they are not the strongest beta, and they're not the whole universe, they try to take as much as possible as theirs and gain something. You know, first people come, then they love, then they learn, and then they want to go and do it on their own. They want to put it on their own YouTube channel. They want to take the employers and make their own company. They want to take and they want to be the thing because that's the way we are raised in our society. Our mom told us we deserve everything because we are the best. Those who don't understand the oneness and that we are on the same team, all of us, and everything around us is a mirror of the way most people are. You know, that will lead to evilness instead of goodness. That will lead to the destruction of our society instead of going into the golden age. Thank you very much for watching. It's all about that there's some, so I can say it's positive. They are putting some energy into you, but it's not the case because we don't have a spiritual hierarchy or anything nice on this planet. So they're actually they're sucking energy out of you. And then they are taking this energy and making it like, let's say we have the entire rainbow of colors, right? And a guru or a god would reflect this out, and then the people sitting around could get inspired from this. But that's not what is happening. We have people sucking light out, and then they're only reflecting back what they're capable of. Maybe it's just one or two. You know, many guys want to be girls, many women want to be masculine and think they don't need men. Our society is fucked up, right? I explain all this in my video about sexual discrimination. I'm explaining you what is wrong with the world and how we can make it right. And the perfection of how everything is, right? How it went wrong and all this. I have to skip this part because it's too much. So therefore, we understand now that the female, because we listened to the other video I made, the female see, and the male and everyone sees the government as the bad person. The banks who's taking care of our money so we don't get robbed. The military is bad, right? The slaughter who make us the food, and the fishermen, they are evil, right? And the police force, we don't want them, right? Only when we need them. Otherwise, many people hate them, right? And we think it's not fair that someone should be queen or princess or queen or king or prince, right? Everyone should be the same, right? Even maybe you cannot fight for yourself or fight for your own food, but everything should be equal, right? Because of the way my generation have been raised, right? So we don't look up to anything, not God, not the kingdom, nothing, right? And if we see a big strong man, he is the enemy, right? And if there's like a stupid guy with big muscles and like a beta male, then you think let's be with him. He was gonna make some really shitty people on the earth, and then we are gonna go to hell, all of us. That's what you think. That's what I'm explaining in that video. Why it's like this, where it went wrong, how to make it right and stuff. We're skipping that part. Okay? So about group energy now. Introducing and skipping the essential part, and now we're going to the conclusion, because no one wants to waste time, right, learning about the most important thing in the universe. Which means now that the group energy, let's say, I don't want to put percentages, right, but mainly most people are sucking energy out from other people because there's not drama around us. There's stress, anxiety, negativity, worries, right? That's what we have in the society. And that's what we are feeding each other with, right? It's good to have fear because, you know, if we are in a group energy and there's some fear in one place, you can see it on the birds. And if one bird is feeling fear, all the other birds will fly off at the same time, like they are one soul, because they all feel this fear at the same time, and that make them survive really good. But we are so deep constantly in fear that we don't really feel the difference anymore. We just like 100% in fear, you know, so we don't feel if it's changing. It's just there constantly in our time, right? We don't believe that the gods and the good exist on the planet. So we are deep in fear, and we're sucking each other's energy, okay? So what is happening in the group energy is, you have to listen to my podcast about male and female energy, right? But for example, some people are giving energy. They're gonna be hated for this because that's weird, right? And then some people who is not entitled to anything, for example, are going to be influencers or talking about love. In our society, no one is pointing the finger and say you are fake or anything. No, it's the one who have the lessest brain, right? Lessest self-awareness, that feel the most confident and speak the most. And those who actually start to understand things, they are more silent because they don't want to say something wrong, right? They have to reflect. So when we, for example, sit around a table and have a conversation, we will feel in our society that we feel all this fear, of course, and that people are sucking our energy. Naturally, if we live in harmony, like the original people we killed, then it's like the energy comes to one person, like spirit comes to one person, they're telling a story, and then maybe other have something to say, and everyone just starts to look at this one person like, do you have something to say? And yeah, I was just thinking about it. And then they will say something very nice into the story. And then like the energy is flowing. People are interested. People are listening. That's not how we do in our society at this time. We are fighting. We don't care what we're going to say. As long as we can take energy from the group and speak and look cool, then we will be fighting, you know. We will wait, not listen, but just wait for this break so that we can come in and speak. That's how it works, right? Fighting for the word. Lying also, if it can make us look better. So, I just have to see if it's still recording. Seems like it is. It's a hardcore one. It's a hardcore one, this video. I recorded late in the night here because it's the only time my mind is clear for this video. So the conclusion is that we believe God doesn't exist. We don't believe in the alpha male. So we have all those beta males who is fighting to be something, right? We hate the government and the alpha male and the idea of authority and protection, and that someone who have, like you can see, a woman who is divorced, hate the idea that a man should be over her, decide for her, and you know, she wants to be taking care of herself and in control because she already tried the other thing with her father and her first boyfriend and her husband and all this. So one small stupid guys who is not competent, and then like in the pyramids, right, when you destroyed the world, make them shine, right? You also have to see the video about love to understand what is love, right? Because you have no clue. So the group energy, the conclusion, what I'm gonna say now. So we don't have awake people who can secure the next generation. They don't exist on this planet at this time. We don't have them. So all we have is good people who is actually capable of doing something. They will fit into society and make a nice life. And they will not be hanging out in the spiritual room, wasting their time. They will have an income, a house, money, and they will be half in Babylon and build a nice something for themselves, right? Then you have all the others who is a little bit lost. And the way it goes is that some of the most beautiful souls, they are doing this love thing, right? They're supporting others. They're giving, they're listening, they're doing all this that make others feel good and serving the world. They will be overruled by dominating people and vampire people. So the good people will serve the evil people. So if you have someone stupid and evil, then this person it's a male or a female, would talk about all this that's in, you know, all this that make you look good. Talk about, nothing is real anyway, everything is love and light, nothing matters. Just say, we later, but time doesn't exist, you know, and all that matters is love, and just be in synchronicity with the universe. Don't worry, you know, and when there's no food, everyone will be like, but we don't have food, and then they will be like, we have no food, or maybe, you know, and then they can always just change what they believe, because they believe in nothing anyway, and always say the thing that fit best. And then people will think, this person is wise, because this person always says something that sounds clever, and they're always adapting to the situation. I mean, a king will have to be the king in all situations. When there's no food, when there's war, when the sun is shining and everything is good, when the taxes have to be paid, when the soldiers have to go to war, in all the situations, the king will be the stable thing, right? That's making a good life for everyone. The love monsters, they have no responsibility. They are just taking and they're sucking the energy. The point, the very, very point is now about we are on the ground, we're walking on the ground. This is the very point of this entire video. You are all not awake, and you're also in some hypnotical state. You're mind fucked. You don't know what you want. You didn't knew what you wanted as a kid. Now you have a programmation, so you think you know what you want. You watch on the media what you can achieve when you get rich, what kind of lifestyle you can have, and you believe you want this because they look happy, those people. I'm gonna make a video which would give you some understanding of group energy. What is it to be you? What is it to be other? What is it to be a human on planet Earth? What is friends? What is others? What is you? Group energy. I will explain it in a such way, so if you don't skip and really try to understand it, it will be possible to understand this video. I'm gonna go over at the beginning a couple of times with some different ways to explain it. You know, we had math in school every week for years and years and years, right? This is just one video where I'm explaining a topic no one is talking about. So it shouldn't be too much to listen, because this is important for everyone. Welcome. So, let me introduce the topic with some confusion. Shake your mind up a little bit. The king, what is the king doing? The king is just taking all the money and just having a great life. No. The king have soldiers to protect the country from other countries and from invasive people who want to kill people living in the kingdom. Have the guards, the military, the private guards and castles and all this stuff, right? So the king is actually providing something, safety. Of course we don't value safety today because we think we're so safe, right? But let's talk about the monkey a little bit. So you have the big monkey and you have all the alpha monkeys around the big monkey who will maintain order, right? And then the tribe is safe. You have the old female monkey, you have the young ones, you have the alphas, and then you have the king monkey, right? Which is taking care of everything, right? And then you have a tribe, there's a kingdom, there's a monkey who travels around with his tribe, right? So what is group energy? Now we're coming into it. I know you all think you are like drops in the ocean. I don't know who came up with that stupid idea, but that's not true. Matter of fact is that we are all connected to the earth. we're not necessarily connected to the sky, right? But we have to touch the earth at all time. We can jump, but it's very, very short that we are not connected. Even the birds are mostly gonna land on a tree or somewhere on the water. We are all connected to the earth. Some of us are males. We have some additional energy which the female don't have. And group energy, right? So however you put it, this country you live in, it's the earth you're standing on, it's the energy you're inside. In a perfect society, there would be something like energy, like which we don't have in this society, in this time we're living in. It doesn't exist. But you could imagine that in a perfect society, there's only God. God have a neutral energy, and the birds and the plants and the grass and all the insects and stuff are in a high vibration, not trying to love bomb you, not sucking your energy, but neutral, in a very, very like this 0.1 hertz or whatever, so that you can be yourself and you feel that the energy around you is amazing. It's not pressing in towards you, or it's not sucking you out of feeling you're tired. It's just, we call it prana. When the place we are walking around are nice, then we will say the words in English, there's a good prana here, right? Let's say now we have a road, and this road is walked by from some people. We have some highways, right? It have an energy. Let's say there's roads for the snails, they leave this track, right? Every human that walks on a road will leave, because we all the time have our phone and our thoughts, and we are like radio senders. We are sending energy out in the universe, because we are humans. We are very special on this planet. That means we radiate, because we are more godlike than even the trees radiate. They're standing in the same spot, and they are having a prana. They spread out, and if you hang a lot of people in those trees, the trees will have a little bad energy. But as a human, all our thoughts, all the love we don't have, all our anger, all this is radiating. So when other people walk after you, they will absorb this energy, because we are on this one place here, in this group energy of the country we are inside. Sometimes in the country there's a city. The city have a group energy, right? The school have an energy. You walk inside the school, it's very different from the energy of the church. The church have an energy. The church's energy is made up of the people inside the church. I have in this video expanded your consciousness in the way that you now understand the bigger picture of the earth we live on, and that there's a group energy. In the next video I would like to explain you more in details how it's gonna affect you, how it is affecting you, what you can do about it, and how to be more conscious and aware about the topic group energy, your own energy. Thank you very much for watching. Hope I see you in the next one.